Welcome back to This Life of Ours. If you're new to my channel, I am Tricia. I have a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a almost 7-year-old. I turned 7 in just a couple weeks. And today I'm going to share with you my homeschool choices for next year. This is my, she'll be 8th grade next year. Before I get started, I have a couple things. One is that if you are interested in curriculum choices for my 2nd grader or my 4th grader, those came out on Tuesday. As today, I will put up our history and science choices. I made that into a separate video because we do history and science together. My boys will do history and science together next year. Elizabeth will split apart and do history and science separately. So I just made a separate video for those. If you are interested in curriculum choices for 1st grade, 3rd grade, or 7th grade, that will be linked below with my videos from last year. And the links for all of this curriculum will be in a blog post that will also be linked below. And I will have all those links for these and for the curriculum for my boys. Will be down in the down bar. While you're down there, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss other videos. And if I have any videos that I did a curriculum spotlight on, I will link those or pop them up in a little information card up above. So you'll definitely want to hit the down bar because there's a lot of information down there for you. Let's get started with math. Elizabeth is doing math this year. She uses Lisle algebra with myhomeschoolmathclass.com. It's a great live math class. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about our year with it. I could have taught her algebra. I was confident to do that. But after seeing her in this class, I'm so glad that I ended up switching her to it. It was kind of a last minute decision and was definitely one of the best things that I did this year. But next year, I'm not quite sure that she's really ready to move on to geometry. I think she can handle the math of it, but there's a lot of other details along with it that I just don't know. So we are going to spend a 2nd year doing algebra, but we're going to do it with a harder curriculum. We're going to use Art of Problem Solving. I don't have it with me, so I can't show it to you yet because I'm still waiting to see if I can find a used copy of it. But it really digs into algebra a little more and presents things a little differently. I think it would just be a really good thing for her to really firm up math. She is very interested in possibly majoring in physics or meteorology. So having a really strong math basis would be a great choice if she does either one of those or any other science field. So we will do that. Then on Fridays we do something that we call Friday Math. Catchy name. But it's kind of learning the same things as she's doing, but presented in a more fun, relaxed, different kind of way. So I have a few different ones, and I will probably pick up another book or two. But this one's Dimensions Math, which is by Singapore, and this one's Coordinate Graphing. But it's not just like they give you things like it practices with absolute value and sequencing and subtracting and multiplying fractions, factorization, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a really fun book. So we have that. We have Math Logic Mysteries. They're mind bender type things. We'll just do a variety of these. And she'll just work on Fridays through these. Probably give her a half hour or something to work on them. So just a fun way to kind of practice what she's doing, especially since this is a 2nd year at algebra for her. I feel confident that that we don't need to do the spine every day. So that's math. Grammar. I just decided this week that I want to switch her, that I'm going to put her in analytic grammar. I think it'll be a really good fit for her. I don't have it yet because, again, I'm looking for a used copy. This time of the year, as I finalize everything, I start watching classified ads and stuff on different forums and such for used copies of things. So a lot of this I won't have until right before the school starts if I have to buy it new. Kind of wait till the very last second. Anyway, analytic grammar is what we will use for her grammar next year. For other language arts, we did Word Roots book A1 this year, and my daughter loved it. We have done Latin, but kind of got to the point where I realized that I was doing Latin for the sake of saying that I'm a classically minded home educator, and not for any other real reason. She wasn't getting much out of it. But what I really wanted her to be able to get out of it is to be able to look at words and break them apart and figure out what they mean, even if you don't know what they are. Language is her weakest part of school. So I really want to equip her with all the the part skills so that she can put it together as an adult and figure things out. So that's why I switched to word roots. This is by Critical Thinking Company. There are other ones who do it too. She loves it. This is the old version. I'll have the new version linked below. But each time there's a focus with some different, different focus of different root words. Then they practice them with different prefixes and suffixes. It's just a great one. I will have a curriculum spotlight on this coming out sometime in the next month, but it's great. But she will, we're only going to do one book of it. I don't know how long it'll take her to get through it. This year she finished it in one semester, less than a semester. But yeah, we'll work through that. For writing, we will continue with writing and rhetoric. It has been highly successful for her. Her writing has vastly improved, and she struggles a lot with writing. So this has really, really helped her writing, and she enjoys it pretty well. The beginning of each unit has a lot of reading to it. So next year you can buy the MP3 files. So I will be buying those because that's the only part that she dreads and resists. So writing and rhetoric, she'll do books 5 and 6 next school year. It's been great for her. We will also supplement some with writing strands. This one, I think I have a video of it, but it breaks things down step by step. So if you have a student who's not a natural writer, that you can't just give a topic and assume they will, figure it all out, this is a great one to do because it gives you step by step by step. So we will supplement with that. We've used this for a couple years now with her. She has not done handwriting for a few years, but she really uses print mostly and not cursive. And I don't really care about that, except that her skills for reading cursive have gone downhill. And that's not something I really want to let slack. So this is book 2. She will not use book 2. But I will have her continue with do some pen time cursive. And it'll just be the thing that I have her do a page or 2 a week. Nothing formal. I'm not going to look at it even or anything. Just to kind of keep that skill up for her so that if she wants to, she can do it. And at least she can read it, if nothing else. So, pen time cursive for that. And I chose this just because it's what I use for my boys. And yeah. We've also used a reason for handwriting, but they don't go up to middle school level. So, for spelling, she will continue with mega words. She did book 4 earlier this year, and now she's working through book 5. She will not finish it this school year because I had her slow down the pace. Book 5 is not a 5th grade level though. Book 1 starts at a 4th grade level. I think I also have a video of this. I really like mega words, and it's been great for her. She enjoys it. Actually, of all the spelling programs we've used, this one's her favorite. I really like it. So we will do books 5, and we may go back to do book 3. Each book has a different focus of what kind of words they practice with, rather than them getting gradually more. They do gradually increase in difficulty, but not in the same way like a traditional spelling program does. So I may go back and have her do 3 so we can get the focus of that one. If not, we'll move on to book 6 when she's ready for it. So, mega words. And last up is geography. We're going to take a lighter year for geography this year, or for next year. She really enjoys geography, so she's hit geography pretty hard. Since she was in kindergarten. So next year, I decided to kind of take it a little slowly. We will finish the last of the Maps, Charts, and Graphs book series. She's done all of them. Well, she didn't start at the beginning levels. I think she started with book D. This is book H. This is United States past and present. She will finish this up. Next year, she's doing U.S. history. So this will fit in well with it. She has about half the book left. Then her other part of her geography, which will all work into her history, is Maps of the United States. This one's by Heroes of History, but there's a lot of them, including free ones. But it's kind of basic information about the state, and then down here it has some different things that they have to map on the corresponding page. So it will not take her much time at all to do her geography with this next year. And then I will also, so we'll do this, and then I also want to work on an instant recall of states and capitals, and possibly some other countries and capitals. We'll see how it all goes, but that right now is all I'm planning for her geography for next year. That's my 8th grade curriculum choices for next year. I don't expect that anything will change. The only one that may change is the math. I may end up choosing a different algebra one for her next year, but it'll definitely be some algebra one. I really want art problem solving. Like I said, all the links for this and for other videos, all of that will be in the down bar, so be sure to check down there for it. And thanks for watching.